March is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. It's a disease that affects the central nervous system, disrupting the flow of information from your brain to your body. One West Michigan woman spent the last year becoming far too familiar with the disease. She was diagnosed at just 26 years old. 13 on Your Side's Elena Holland spoke to her and shares her story of determination.
We're working out the way we should, right?
One foot in front of the other.
How are those ankles doing without those braces?
Most of us learned this around the time we were still sucking our thumbs.
Here, I'm just giving you that stability.
But this
You're gonna push through.
is Samantha Pastucha's second time around the block.
That was a tough pill to swallow at 26.
Last April, Samantha's life took major leaps backward.
My left ear felt plugged.
She lost hearing in her ear. Medicine didn't help. The next week at her job at a pharmacy,
I was running the drive-thru.
she asked the customer to verify his identity. Then she asked him to verify his identity again.
Kept repeating the question, can you verify your address? And I knew the guy was looking at me and getting a little bit frustrated with me.
She could not remember asking him.
Walked over to my boss and I was like, something is not right. And then I started getting very, some sharp pains in my head.
She began losing control of her limbs, flailing around. Her sister picked her up and took her to the hospital.
There had gotten so bad that I was sitting in her front seat and my whole body was shooting forward. I don't want to cry. And I was like hitting my head on the dashboard. And it was very scary.
They told her it was anxiety, but she knew it wasn't, but went back to work. A few days later, more sharp pains.
Very disorientated.
Then she fell, lost control of her legs, and went back to the hospital. She had test after test.
There were multiple active lesions on my brain and spinal cord that reflected a demyelinating disease.
Later, doctors confirmed at just 26 years old, she had multiple sclerosis. She spent 5 days at Trinity Health Grand Rapids before beginning rehab at Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital.
For me, that was a start.
She set a goal.
I'm going to walk out of here. I'm going to be back to normal, you know?
A goal for which she was quickly humbled by her physical therapist, who told her they would work hard to discharge her in a wheelchair.
Not only does it take away all of the physical aspects and everything that I had worked for my whole life. You know, I had my apartment, I had my dog, I had my car. I manage a pharmacy. It took all of that.
She left inpatient care a month later
I felt less of a person than I've ever felt in my entire life.
and began occupational and physical therapy at Mary Free Bed location on the lakeshore.
It hit a little bit closer to home when Sam came in, and she was our age as well.
Her occupational therapist, Megan Dornbos.
Being, walking and doing all your daily tasks, no problem, to completely needing to be within a wheelchair, having difficulty with even bathing yourself and having that energy to get out and dress and dry yourself afterwards.
The bigger picture is I want to take my dog for a walk. I used to walk her every day. I want to be able to hang out with my nephew. I want to be able to swim. I want to do all of these things.
Fast forward to now.
Push with both hands to come up.
You can hardly tell a few months ago, Sam couldn't even walk.
I'm mind blown. I am absolutely mind blown.
You've got to get mad. You've got to get mad and take your life back. And because MS will take your life and keep it.
Oh, we came this far.
Learning to walk once again, but so much more.
That was a huge inspiration to see.
Coming up on 1 year since her journey with MS began, she's reflecting back on all she has lost and the more she has gained.
The way I think about it coming up on the year is empowerment, is I can get through absolutely anything.
Elena Holland, 13 on Your Side.